The mountain ranges to which Kanchenjunga belongs? Answer Himadri. Second, who formed the Swaraj Party? Answer C.R. Das. Third one, public administration is concerned with the administration of the government. Whose words is this? Answer N. Gladden. Fourth question, identify the tax imposed on the net income or profit of the companies. Answer corporate tax. Fifth question, the first iron and steel plant in South India is situated in Bhadravati. Sixth question, what is the importance of observation as a method of study in sociology? First, observation is more relevant where methods like interview are not practically feasible. Observation is a method by which whatever is seen, heard, and experienced is recorded truthfully. Information thus collected directly helps in correct assessments. There are two types of observation. First one, participant observation. The researcher collects information directly from the area under study. The sociologists stay with the population under study. Second, non-participation observation. The researcher does not stay with the group under study. They are observed from outside. Seventh question, following chart complete. Indian Civil Service, All India Service appoints in central or state service. Central Service appoints in central government departments only. State Service appoints in the state government departments only. Eighth question, give an account of the non-conventional source of energy. Non-conventional energy source, solar energy, wind energy, wave energy, tidal energy, biogas, etc. These are renewable, environment friendly energy source, comparatively cheap. Ninth question, list out the common characteristics of the Himalayan rivers. Answer, characteristics of the Himalayan rivers originate from the Himalayan mountain ranges, extensive erosion, extensive catchment area, create gorges in the mountain region and meanders in plains, high irrigation potential, navigable along the plains. These rivers receives water both from the monsoon rainfall and snow melt. 10th question, explain any three sources of non-tax revenue. Fees, a reward collected for the government services. Example, license fees, tuition fees, registration fees, etc. Fines and penalties, punishments for violating the laws. Grants, financial aid provided by one government to another. For example, grants are provided by central and state government to local self-governments. Interest, amount received for loans provided by the government to various enterprises, agencies and profit, income received from the enterprises operated by the government. Example, profit from Indian Railways. 11th question, arrange the items in column B appropriate to column A. Ramakrishna Mission, Swami Vivekananda. Satyashodak Samaj, Jyotiba Phule. Brahma Samaj, Rajaram Mohan Roy. Self-Respect Movement, E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. 12th question, explain the results of the early struggles that Mahatma Gandhi took up in India. It popularized Gandhiji's ideologies and method of protest. His methods of protest attracted even the laymen to the movement. The city-centric national movement spread to the rural areas. He became a national leader acceptable to all sections of the society. 13th question, what are the habits formed as a result of consumer education programs? Ask for the bill for every purchase made. Make sure that the weights and measures are accurate. Make sure while purchasing packed items that the name of the product, date of packing, expiry date, weight, price, and the producers or distributors address are stated. Now the symbols representing the standard of the products. Understand how to use the operate the products purchased. 14th question. Prepare short notes on the following. Malayali Memorial 1891. In Travancore, political agitation started in 1891 with the Malayali Memorial. Under the leadership of Barrister G.P. Pillai, a memorandum was submitted to the king signed by more than 10,000 people seeking proportionate representation for the people of Travancore in government jobs. The mass representation is known as Malayali Memorial. Irava Memorial 1896. In 1896, Dr. Pappu submitted a memorial to the king raising the problems faced by Irava community. This is known as Keshavande Prasagangal, the Irava Memorial. Next, map. Kandla Port in Gujarat, River Narmada, Chota Nagpur Plateau, and Eastern Ghats. Next, part B. What are the recommendations of the Dr. Radhakrishnan Commission? To study university education, start professional educational institutions, give importance to women education, or mention the factors that led to decline of Indian textile industry during the British rule. Decline of Indian textile industry during the British rule. Large scale import of the machine made textile from Britain. Expansion of railways. Export of raw materials. Implementation of higher tax on Indian textiles which exported to Britain. Exploitation and torture of the British officers. 17th question. Elucidate the importance of the following days based on the apparent position of the sun. 21st March. The apparent position of the sun during the Earth's revolution will be over the equator on March 21st. Hence, the length of day and night will be equal during these days on both the hemispheres. These days are called equinoxes. P. 21st June. The sun vertically over the Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree north, experiences the longest day and shortest nights, northern hemisphere. These days are called summer solstice. 22nd December. The sun vertically over the Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5 degrees south, experiences the longest night and shortest day, that is in northern hemisphere. These days are called winter solstice. Or write a note on the cyclones. Cyclones are caused by the formation of low atmospheric pressure at the center surrounded by high pressure regions. Strong winds blow towards such low pressure centers from the surrounding high pressure area. Due to the Coriolis effect, wind blow in the anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and the clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. 18th question. Describe the achievements of independent India in the economic sector. Mixed economy consisting of the qualities of capitalist and socialist economies. Centralized economic planning. The Planning Commission of India was formed under the chairmanship of Jawaharlal Nehru in 1950. The Planning Commission adopted the 5-year plans aiming the economic growth of the nation. They also helped alleviate poverty, flourishing agriculture and industrial sectors, improve Nehru at the meeting of the education and generate new energy planning commission sources. With the support of foreign countries, set up iron and steel industries in various parts of the country. Major dams had a significant role in modernizing Indian economy, which were the primary source of irrigation and electricity. On 2nd October 1952, Marking the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi in the government started 55 projects aiming at better facilities. Or elucidate the role of Swadeshi movement in strengthening Indian nationalism. Started in 1905 in relation with the partition of Bengal, new strategy adopted for the resistance, boycott of foreign goods and the consumption of indigenous products. Foreign goods were collected and burned publicly. Extensive use of indigenous products by discarding foreign items. A number of textile mills, soap factories, matchbox companies, national banks, and insurance companies were established. Women boycotted foreign bangles and utensils. Students quit these schools to take part of the movement. Balagangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandrapal were the important leaders supported the boycott movement. The protest of people against the British policy that uh, exploited and improvised Indian attained an organized form. You write any 3 points. The next 19th question. Explain any two factors which determine civic consciousness. Write any two factors. Family. Family plays an important role in fostering and maintaining sense of responsibility. We learn to respect elders and to engage social service from the primary social institutions of family. Inspiration and encouragement from the family develop civic consciousness. Education. Education will help to develop value consciousness, tolerance, leadership qualities, scientific temper, etc. Through education, science and technology can be effectively utilized in a useful manner to the society. Association. These are several political, social, economic, and cultural associations in our society. Association many a time equip the individuals to work voluntarily with service minds. Several associations are working in the field of protection of environment, human rights, charity, etc. These associations can create awareness among individuals. Media plays an important role in the formulation of civic consciousness. Print and electronic media influences the society. News and information reach the mass through the media. Media should be independent and impartial. Democratic system. Democracy an important factor to create civic consciousness. It is a way of life more than a form of government. All our activities should be a democratic approach. Democracy prompts individual to think about following being. Or population is an indispensable factor in the formation of a state substantially statement. There is no state without people. However, the minimum and the maximum number of people for a country are not fixed. Population which is too much or too less is not good for a state. These two aspects will adversely affect the development of a state. 20th question. Elucidate the importance of population studies. Population studies help to government to quantitatively assess the different needs of the people and to plan activities and programs accordingly. Informs the availability of human resources in accounting. Depicts the extent of basic facilities required by the people. Determines social economic development policies. Quantifies the goods and services required. To evaluate standard of living. To understand various problems caused by growth of population. To build healthy society and environment. Or what is electronic banking? How is electronic banking helpful to the customers? Electronic banking is a method by which all banking transactions can be carried out through net banking and telebanking. How is electronic banking helpful to the customers? Customers can send money and bills can be paid anywhere in the world from home. Save time, low service charge. 21st, what are the different branches of the study of political science? Political theories, international politics, comparative politics, public administration, or give suggestions to overcome the challenges faced by civic consciousness. Each one should evaluate his activities critically, should work for one's interest without going against public interest, be the change which you expect from others. Equal weight should be given to both rights and duties. Individuals should act democratically and tolerably. Question number 22. What is aerial remote sensing? Mention its limitations. The process of taking photographs of the Earth's surface with the help of cameras fixed on balloons or aircrafts is called aerial remote sensing. Limitations. The shaking of the aircrafts affects the quality of photographs. Open space is needed for takeoff and landing of planes. Not practical for taking photographs of vast and extensive regions. Costly to land the aircraft frequently for refueling. Or compare the silent features of eastings and northings in topographic maps. Eastings. These are north-south lines. Their values increases towards the east. The values of the eastings immediately left to the geographic features is considered for identifying a location. Northings. These are lines drawn in the east-west direction. Their value increases towards the north. The values of the northings immediately to the south of the features of the map is considered for identifying a location. Question number 23. What is meant by financial institutions? Write three examples for non-banking financial institutions. Financial institutions are those institutions where financial transactions like deposit, loans, etc. take place. Non-banking financial institutions, mutual fund institutions, insurance companies, non-banking financial companies. Or define health. What are the facilities to be ensured for health care? According to WHO, health is a state of physical, mental and social well-being. Facilities to be ensured for health care: availability of nutritious food, availability of clean water, preventive measures, cleanliness, medical facilities, ensuring the leisure and entertainment, healthy environment. 24th question. Elucidate the following related to time calculation. Greenwich Mean Time (GMT). The 0-degree longitude is known as the Greenwich Meridian. Time is calculated worldwide based on the longitude. The local time at the prime meridian is known as the Greenwich Mean Time. Based on the Greenwich Mean Meridian, the world is divided into 24 zones, each with a time difference of 1 hour. These are known as the time zones. Standard time. Each country in the world considers the longitude that passes almost through its middle as the standard meridian. The local time at the standard meridian is the standard time of the country. Or, what are planetary winds? Explain the features of trade winds and westerlies. Planetary winds. The winds developed between the global pressure belts can be generally called as planetary winds. Trade winds. The winds blow continuously towards the equatorial low pressure belt from the subtropical high pressure belt are known as trade winds. As these winds blow from the northeast in the northern hemisphere, they are known as northeast trade winds, and the winds blow from the Southeast in the southern hemisphere, they are known as southeast trade winds. Westerlies. Winds blow continuously from the subtropical high pressure zones to the subpolar low pressure zone. As the direction of these winds is mostly from the west, they are known as the westerlies. The westerlies are stronger in the southern hemisphere than the northern hemisphere. This is due to the vast expanse of oceans in the southern hemisphere. The ancient mariners had given different names to the rough waterlies in the southern hemisphere: roaring 40s along 40-degree latitudes, furious 50s along 50-degree latitudes, and shaking 60s 60-degree latitudes. Question number 25. Analyze the role of Sun Yat-sen and Mao Zedong in the establishing a People's Republic in China. Republic of Sun Yat-sen. In 1911, the revolution under the leadership of Sun Yat-sen ended monarchy in China. Dr. Sun Yat-sen and the Kuomintang Party. Dr. Sun Yat-sen formed the Kuomintang Party in China. He gave importance to ideologies like nationalism, democracy, and socialism. Dr. Sun Yat-sen and formation of republic. Kuomintang Party established a republican government in southern China under the leadership of Sun Yat-sen. He nullified the unjust treaties signed with the foreign countries and wanted to maintain equality with the Western countries. The Kuomintang Republic adopted measures for the progress of agriculture and industry. China received assistance from Russia. Formation of Chinese Communist Party. The Chinese Communist Party was formed and cooperated with the government of Sun Yat-sen. Role of Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong and People Republic of China. In 1934, under the leadership of Mao Zedong, a journey started from Jiangxi in South China. The adventurous trip ended at Yan'an in northwestern China. Throughout the journey, they seized out agricultural land and villages from lords and distributed them among the farmers. This is long march. Hence, Mao Zedong and the Communist Party became the symbol of struggle of the Chinese against foreign power. Chiang Kai-shek had to seek political asylum in Taiwan. When the Red Army of Mao Zedong captured the center of Kuomintang rule, China became the People's Republic of China in 1st October 1949 under Mao Zedong. Explain the causes and results of the First World War. First one, military alliances. The competition among the colonial powers led to conflict. It caused mutual distrust and enmity. This led to signing of military alliances. Triple Alliance: Germany, Austria, Hungary, Italy. Triple Entity: England, France, Russia. The formation of such alliance created war atmosphere in Europe. They started manufacturing and buying most destructive weapons. Second, aggressive nationalism. Aggressive nationalists consider their own nation as the supreme and justified whatever be the actions of their nations. They use it to invade other countries. Movements based on aggressive nationalism: Pan-Slav movement, Pan-German movement, revenge movement. Pan-Slav movement: Russia formed. Russia wanted to unite the Civic people of Serbia, Bulgaria, and Greece under them. Pan-German movement: Germany formed. Germany wanted to unite Teutonic people under them to establish dominance in Europe and Balkan regions. Revenge movement: France formed. France wanted to recapture the Alsace-Lorraine from Germany. Third, imperialist crisis, Moroccan crisis, Balkan crisis. Britain recognized the claim of France over Morocco based on the treaty signed between Britain and France in 1904, but it was opposed by Germany. So, France agreed to transfer a part of French Congo to Germany. Germany agreed to transfer Morocco to France in return. Thus, problem solved temporarily, but rivalry continued. Balkan crisis. The Balkan League, Greece, Bulgaria, Serbia, and Montenegro occupied the Balkan region in Europe from Ottoman Empire in 1912. Rivalry started when Austria claimed over these regions with the support of Germany. Serbia also claimed it with the support of Russia. Results of the First World War. Over 10 million people lost their lives or were injured in the war. Agriculture, industry, and communication system were destroyed. Poverty, unemployment, and inflation increased. Economic dominance of Europe diminished. Liberation movements in Asia and Africa strengthened. In a bid to bring about peace in the world, the League of Nations was formed. The Treaty of Versailles was an example of the vengeance against the defeated nations. They signed different treaties with the defeated nations. Among these treaties, the Versailles Treaty signed with Germany in 1919 was the most important one. Thank you.